the honorable ministers here present, honorable Minister of Information and the honorable Minister of Budget and National Planning, the permanent secretaries here present, distinguished invited guests, heads of agencies, ladies and gentlemen. This is the presentation of the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development under my leadership as the Minister and the Minister of State, His Excellency Abdullahi Tijani Gorzo, who is on an assignment currently in Yobe. I will start by saying good morning, Nigerians. It's my pleasure to share with you what we have been doing at the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development in driving the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR since we assumed office. First, permit me to give a background of the vision, mission, and strategy of the ministry. Our vision of the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development is to create an efficient housing market where all Nigerians have a right to secure, decent, and affordable home as a platform to achieve participation in economic development. That's our vision. The Ministry overall strategy action plan is centered around the three core pillars of the President Tinubu Renewed Hope agenda, which includes growing the economy, lifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty, and creating an enabling environment. Our target since we assumed office is to increase the availability of affordable housing units across different income segments by additional 50,000 housing per year. But currently this year we are giving a target of 20,000. Our target also is to initiate urban and slum upgrading programs aimed at improving living conditions, the infrastructure, and basic services in informal settlements, implement policies that promote inclusivity and address the needs of vulnerable, the low-income, the displaced, the marginalized groups, including persons with disabilities, women, and elderly. We also aim to facilitate partnerships between the public and private sectors to increase housing production and urban infrastructure development. And lastly, some of the achievements of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development since we come on board are as follows. The first is the renewed hope cities and estates. We have planned and commenced the actualization of the renewed hope cities and estates development program, which we quite well know that Mr. President launched early this year. He launched the renewed hope estate and cities program, and he did a groundbreaking on the same day of 3,112 housing units for a start. So under phase one, we plan to deliver a total of 20,000 housing units across the Nigeria, with both budgetary allocation of the 20,000 housing units and 30,000 additional under the PPP, public-private partnerships. So the cities, the project are divided into cities and estates. We intend to have the cities, one in each geopolitical zone of the country, including FCT, where we'll have 1,000 housing units per site in one location in each of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country and FCT. That's the minimum. While the estates will have 500 housing units per site within the remaining 30 states. We have designed the renewed hope cities and estates as integrated living communities, targeting all income groups. They comprise one-bedroom block of flats 2-bedroom block of flats and 3-bedroom block of flats and terraces, and 5-bedroom duplexes. On the other hand, we have specialized the renewed hope estates to cater for the low and medium income earners of the country. They comprise 1, 2, and 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows. To enhance affordability and ease of offtake, we use organic designs where 1 bedroom can be expanded to 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms as the income of beneficiaries increase over time. Furthermore, the program aims to address social inequality by providing a broad range of affordable ownership options. This includes single-digit and up to 30-year mortgage loans to be provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the rent-to-own options where beneficiaries can move into the house and pay towards home ownership in monthly, quarterly, or annual installments, and outright purchase for high-income earners or installmental payment. So government has approved a total of 126 billion from the combine of 2023 supplementary budget and 2024 budget for these projects. That includes 50 billion for the renewed hope estates under the supplementary budget and 50 billion for the slum upgrade and urban renewal within the supplementary budget and 26.5 billion under the 2024 budget. These projects we have started with the supplementary budget of 2023 with the 50 billion that has been disbursed to us. Currently, we have collected up to 50% of that amount. We are awaiting the balance of the 50%. Contract has been awarded, contractors have been mobilized, sites have been gotten from the state governments at no cost, and our work has commenced fully on 13 sites currently, and groundbreaking and foundation laying are ongoing. So nationwide, we currently have 12 states for the estates, and then 3 cities for the cities. The estates that I've told you that we have taken 2 per each geopolitical zone of the country that include, and we have started groundbreaking as of this week. We have done groundbreaking for Katsina. We have done that of Yobe. Today we are doing Yobe. Tomorrow we are doing Gombe. And on Monday we are doing that of Sokoto. Abia, Nasarawa, Benue, Akwa Ibom, Delta, Oyo, and Osun states are the remaining 12 estates. The cities are 3, as I said, include that of Abuja, which the president has done groundbreaking for 3,112 housing units. And Kano, we did it yesterday, comprising 500 bungalows, and Lagos, 1,500 housing units have started already on site. I've said earlier, the contractors have been mobilized and have commenced work to deliver the 3,500 housing units for the estates in the 13 states, and also the 1,500 in Lagos and the 3,112 in Abuja, totaling 8,112 housing units. These houses are already on ground and work is ongoing. If you look at it, job creation in this aspect, for every house you build, you are creating minimum of 25 jobs for the skilled and unskilled labor. We have created over 202,000 jobs currently for skilled and unskilled labor, and this will be sustained for the next 6 to 12 months. I've said earlier that cities in Abuja, this contractor have been mobilized and commenced work to deliver the housing unit. We also signed an MOU with reputable developers to develop 100,000 housing units nationwide. This is a public-private partnership we have signed with them. These are the same developers that have commenced the 3,112 housing units in Abuja. We are looking for land in the 6 cities where the other project will commence under the PPP, bringing a total of this 8,112. We have also made cross-subsidy as key part of our efforts to enhance affordability for low-income earners to foster integrated living. What it means, all the cities that we are building, they are meant for the low and medium income earners, they are affordable houses. But any project where we are going to do a PPP, public-private partnership, these developers, they are going to go and raise their funding, and mostly they will even acquire their own land and build the houses. We insist that there has to be a cross-subsidy within those estates, where a certain percentage of those units has to be cross-subsidized and sold at affordable rates, even if this means by reducing the specifications, but they should be affordable in order for that city to have inclusivity. So under this concept, housing unit built in renewed hope cities will be sold at commercial rate, while a substantial percentage will be sold at concessionary rates to low and medium income Nigerians who are members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress. The Renewed Hope Housing Program is designed to be a catalyst for economic growth. The construction and development of these new areas will generate employment opportunities, as I've said, stimulate local businesses, and attract investments. These housing units we plan to deliver under Phase 1 will create over 1.2 million direct and indirect construction jobs. This in addition to the value chain effects of purchase, supply of building materials, businesses around the construction sites, etc. We have also taken the other part of the 50 billion for the urban slum upgrade and renewed and the slum upgrading program and the urban renewal. Under Phase 1, for that, the ministry plans, we have taken 26 states nationwide. This includes 4 states per geopolitical zone of the country, including 2 in the FCT. The key services to be provided at the identified sites will be water supply, just a normal water supply for the vulnerables, boreholes and overhead tanks, solar street lights, rehabilitation of access roads, construction of drainages, waste management and sanitation services, amongst others. I've said earlier, contract of this same have already been awarded. Most of the sites have even been completed. They are now pursuing their last payment for the projects. From the ministry's approved budget of 2024, which is 26.5 billion naira, we're in the process of rolling out another batch of the Renewed Hope Estates, comprising the 250 housing units in the 6 additional states, totaling 1,500. So recently we have launched an online Renewed Hope Estate and Cities online housing portal just last week, Monday, to ease the process of acquiring homes. We are building under the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program. The next one is the slum upgrade, which I've stated earlier. For the National Housing Program, which we have inherited, we find that since the inception of this administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the Renewed Hope Housing Program, we have taken pragmatic steps to fast-track the sale and occupation of the housing units across the country constructed and sold under the National Housing Program of the last administration. We did advertisement for the expression of interest for the interested buyers with 4 windows of subscription to give room for all income segments of Nigerians. We have the outright purchase, those who have the money to purchase them outrightly. We have the mortgage options, who can get mortgage at single-digit interest rate for a long period to pay. We have the rent to own, we have installmental payments. So at the end of the expression of interest, we received a total of 8,925 expression of interests. This comprised the 1,294 outright purchase 2,408 mortgage subscribers, 2,184 rent-to-own subscribers, and 3,039 for installmental payment, who will be given the chance to pay either 3 or 4 installments, depending on their capacity. Last month, we released the first batch of the offer letters of the new provisional allocation letters for the outright purchase and installmental payment for successful applicants. We did that so that they pay outright. Because these estates have remained completed but unoccupied, and they are prone to vandalization by others have possession since the letters have been and they are paying currently. For the mortgage and rent-to-own subscribers who have sent their applications or their own details to the mortgage bank, who will invite them and do affordability tests to determine their own affordability. There's another area of great interest, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu agenda for his compassionate consideration for the neglected persons and underprivileged groups to ensure that they are housed. In line with his renewed hope agenda to ensure that all Nigerians, including the no-income, vulnerable and underprivileged group, have access to decent and dignified accommodation, we are also creating the framework for the establishment of the National Social Housing Fund. This is because we believe that access to decent shelter is not only a necessity, but a fundamental human right as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, and all Nigerians across all income segments deserve a decent home to live and grow. This National Social Housing Fund, you believe that there are houses that the President intends to give them free to these categories of Nigerians.